Okay. Welcome, everyone, to the December 19, 2022 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners at the Delaware County Fairgrounds. If you could all rise and join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my right is our Vice President, Jeff Benton. To my left, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. And our clerk today is Jennifer Walraven. We can begin.
Resolution number 22-799, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held September 15th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-799. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any specific public comment today. Resolution number 3, resolution number 22-800, in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0916, memo transfers in batch number MT APR 0916, and procurement card payments in batch number PC APR 0916.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-800. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-801, in the matter of a transfer of a liquor license request from Nautical Trades Ltd. Patio and Volleyball Court to JDFSJW LLC, both located at 4029 Presidential Parkway, Powell, Ohio, and forwarding to the Ohio Division of Liquor Control with no objections and no request for hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-801. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-802, in the matter of approving a resolution honoring the Little Brown Jug 2022 Joseph Neville Award winner.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-802. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-803, in the matter of approving a resolution honoring the Little Brown Jug Wall of Fame recipient.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-803. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
If I can interrupt for just a second, those two resolutions that we just passed will be read tomorrow night at the at an event, so that's the reason we're not reading them today.
Right. They will be read in Delaware City, and Mayor Regal will be reading one. I'll be reading the other one at the log cabin.
Resolution number 22-804, in the matter of declaring October 4th as Rutherford B. Hayes Day in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. And Commissioner Merrill will begin by reading the resolution. We will all read selected parts of that resolution.
Yeah, I'm honored to begin the reading of this. This is having someone of that stature representing our city, our county is really neat. And the event we had a few years back was very special. I remember the parking area in the street between Sandusky and William Street being full. It was a great event, and I'm honored to begin the reading. Whereas Rutherford Burkhardt Hayes, 19th President of the United States of America, was born in Delaware, Ohio on October 4th, 1822, and raised there with his sister Fanna Arabella by their widowed mother, Sophia Hayes, in a home on the northeast corner of William Street and Franklin Street. And whereas Hayes, first educated in Delaware at Mrs. Murray's School on North Franklin Street, later graduated from Kenyon College in Gambier, Ohio, and received his law degree from Harvard Law School. And whereas in 1852, Hayes married Lucy Webb, who had attended classes as a preparatory student at Ohio Wesleyan University, while her brothers were enrolled as full-time students there. She later earned a degree from Wesleyan's Women's College in Cincinnati and was the first wife of a U.S. president to have graduated from college. Together, they were the parents of 8 children, and
Whereas Hayes's practice of law led him to Cincinnati, where he became a successful criminal defense attorney and soon was elected to his first public office as Cincinnati's city solicitor. And whereas at the start of the U.S. Civil War, Hayes enlisted in the U.S. Army, Union Army, rising eventually to the rank of brevet major general. While still serving in the war effort, Hayes was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. In 1867, he was elected governor of Ohio and served 2 consecutive terms, where he earned a reputation as a champion for the voting rights of black male Ohioans. And whereas, after a brief retirement to private life, Hayes was elected to a 3rd term as governor, but the National Republican Party soon came calling and made him their nominee for U.S. President in the 1876 general election. Hayes was elected but pledged to serve only 1 term. And
whereas throughout his political and private careers, Hayes proved himself committed to protecting the rights of minorities, the poor, and immigrants, to helping veterans receive their pensions, to improving conditions in prisons, to reforming civil service, and to promoting universal education. Hayes died at his home, Spiegel Grove, in Fremont, on January 17, 1893, at the age of 70. Therefore, be it resolved that the Delaware County Board of Commissioners hereby honors this famous son of Delaware County by declaring that October 4th, from this day forward, shall be known as Rutherford B. Hayes Day. Wow, what a career. Oh my gosh, amazing.
yeah, he was a remarkable man, a real leader in so many issues and concerns of the time. And
Oh, he should, right.
Time in a lot of ways.
yeah, definitely ahead of his time.
We do have some historians
Yeah.
amongst us today. If you would both like
Yep.
to say something.
Brent and Bill. Brent,
Brent and Bill.
You were probably in school with Rutherford B. Hayes, weren't you, Brent?
Very close. Well, I'll simply speak to the fact that the question is to the fact that he left Delaware at a younger age. And people sometimes get the impression, well, he was really never from here for very long. And yet he came back here a lot for the remainder of his life. And he left at 14, but coming back, he became a member of the trustees at Ohio Wesleyan, even though he never attended there. And he was not by name just trustee. He was at all the meetings. And he kept friends here in Delaware. For the rest of his life, he was always a friend of Delaware. And I'll turn this over to Bill.
Thank you. Thank you.
In recognition of his birth on October 4th, the R.B. Hayes Heritage Committee, which Brent and I are members of, will have educational programs starting this October 4th and then in perpetuity as long as Brent and I are around, or somebody will probably take over the reins eventually. But so this year we'll have 3 events, all free and open to the public. 8:30 downtown at the statue, in the plaza behind the statue. We'll do a tribute ceremony to President Hayes. Ohio Wesleyan will be involved with a program at noon at Merrick Hall, room 301. That's the top floor of Merrick Hall on Ohio Wesleyan's campus, where the ambassador from Paraguay will speak. He'll be the featured speaker there to learn the connection between Arthur B. Hayes and Paraguay. You need to be present to learn. I encourage you to come. And then we'll have an evening program a block away from here at Rutherford B. Hayes High School. 6 o'clock there'll be a dinner. That ticket price is going to establish a scholarship to be awarded to a deserving Hayes graduate starting in 2023. But the program, educational element, will start at about 7 o'clock, 7:15. That is open to the public and free in the auditorium. And we do have a very special guest that we're kind of keeping under cover. And we hope that we get a full house there in the auditorium on October 4th. But we are a all-volunteer committee. We are a committee under the umbrella of the Delaware County Historical Society. So we are blessed to have their support. But we've been working hard for about the last year and a half. And we're pretty stoked. You were talking, Gary, about the unveiling of the statue that we accomplished in 2019. And We were hopeful to start the educational process of our mission, but of course COVID put that behind the 8 ball for a couple of years. But we're thrilled, the bicentennial, what a perfect date to kick off our educational element of our program. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If not, thank you so much for your proclamation, and we'll include that in our commemorative program that we handed out on Tuesday night, October 4th.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Any questions?
Yeah, and no real question, just comment. Thank you for all your hard work on this. I know the pay doesn't equate to much per hour, but it is really neat that you guys do this, and we've come so far in recognizing just what an asset we have here in Delaware, having been the birthplace of really a remarkable president.
Yeah.
So I really, again, thank you, Brent, thank you, Bill, and the whole gang that has put this thing together.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be fun.
This is what makes our county special. This, obviously, for President Hayes to be recognized, somebody has to take the baton and run with it. You and your committee and Brent, because of you, this is going to be an historic thing that we can honor every year, as we should be. And this speaks well of our county in so many respects. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say a thank you to Don Howard, who set up our stage. And this is a beautiful room, and really lucky.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
vote.
Oh, vote. Oh, I guess we better vote. So,
Vote on motion 22-804. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
aye. But thank you, Don.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. This is great.
And did it on such short notice.
Right.
That's
I'm not
right.
sure when you started, but I know I got a
Gosh.
phone call or a text at 7 saying we were moving. So
Yeah. Oh,
well done.
and at this time,
We have item number 8 is the Delaware County Junior Fair Sale and how we can help support our youth. And I'm going to turn it over to...
thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having us. So my name is Jackie Smith. I am one of the 4-H educators here in Delaware County for Ohio State University Extension. And we have several junior fair members with us. They're going to come up and they're going to tell you about your projects. And then after they wrap up, I will tell you a little bit more about how we can support the sales.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. If you could just say your name and give us a little bit of information about you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jessie Rice. I show market turkeys and show chickens at the fair. Throughout the years of doing market turkeys, I've been doing it for a long time. It's a lot of work, and it's very much helps teach you like responsibility and stuff like that. And for the market, I put most of it in a bank account for college. Some of it, I use for spending money. She doesn't use for that. But yeah, it's just a fun overall experience,
Oh, absolutely.
Jesse, how old are you?
I'm 15.
And what does the sash say that you
Oh,
have
I'm
on?
fair princess.
All right. Oh,
Here.
yes. That's
Yeah.
important.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And she has an Ohio State sweatshirt on, which is really very attractive, too. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Trenton Day. I show market lambs. This is my 7th year in 4-H. And with the sale money, I put most away for college, and the rest I use for next year's project, spending on next year.
Oh, that's great. What year are you now, Jason?
I'm 15 this year, so I have 3 more years.
3 more years. Do you know where you're going to college yet?
I'm planning on ATI for
All right.
agricultural systems management.
Great. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
Hi, my name's Brody Wheeler. I am 14 years old. I show swine, and one thing I've learned over this year is leadership. Leadership is an important role for me. I like to get out and learn some new things, talk to different people, and do some different things. What I plan on using for my money is college and future projects, so I can show throughout the summer in the OH Pig circuit, which is very important to me. and those pigs will help me to build that leadership and responsibility.
That's great. Have you thought about college and where you like to go?
I have not thought of where I'd like to go, but I'd like to be in the construction program, like in that field.
Great.
So where are you in school right now?
I go to Big Walnut High School, and I go to the DAC, DACC.
Okay, great.
We failed to ask the other two where they went to school.
Oh, I go to Buckeye Valley. I go to Berlin.
Okay,
Oh,
good
great,
representation.
great. Good representation.
Multiple school is great.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So the sales, the Junior Fair sales start on Tuesday. There's one Tuesday night, and there's also one Wednesday night. The bidders dinner starts at 5 p.m. So you can come over and get a meal, kind of get acclimated, and you can go over and get registered to be a buyer. So when you get there and you get registered to be a buyer, be sure to use the name that you want for any publicity that you may be using. And then at 6 p.m. sharp, both nights, the sales starts. So Wednesday night is rabbits, poultry, baked goods, beef, and dairy products. And then Wednesday night is hogs, lambs, and goats. So we kind of split that up so the sale doesn't get too terribly long. It'll still be long, but it won't be too terribly long. But you can go through and bid on those. And each of those is going to be a premium bid. So what you bid, say it's $200, $500, whatever it is, that's the amount that you pay, so that you know exactly how much you are going to spend. You do have the option on several of those species to take the animal for consumption if you want. We do have a couple processors lined up for meat if you would like that. If you're going to do that, you would have to pay an additional market value on top of that premium. So we welcome everyone, and we pray that it's good weather. Last year was a little dicey the second day, but we welcome everyone, and we want to be sure that we are letting everyone know that the sales are this week, and it is going to a very good cause, helping these kids further their future, not only in their own current project, but also into their life and education.
Do you have any idea how many are showing?
How many kids are showing?
Kids are showing right this year?
Yes, so including the still projects, we had a little over 600 exhibitors.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gee,
So
that's great.
in total, going through the sales, we could have up to 325 lots that are going through. That'll be split between the two nights.
Wow.
But
It's
yeah,
a
there's a
lot.
lot of cake decorating, and especially right on the other side of that door, there's a lot of those still projects. Vegetable judging was a big deal too. Best decorated pumpkins out there. There's a really cute pig setup that you all need to check out. A pig pumpkin. Brody, have you seen the pig pumpkin? Brody's gonna have to check out the pig pumpkin. So yes, we had a little over 600 exhibitors, and
Oh my
right at
gosh.
4,100 entries.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Gee.
Yeah. I was going to say congratulations to everyone who entered and the winners especially,
Yes.
but
Yes, they were being very modest. Brody won champion overall hog.
Wow.
And Trenton run reserve champion lamb yesterday. So
Wow.
they're being very
Great.
modest for you.
Those are very spirited competitions. A lot of really
Yeah.
good entries every year.
Right.
Yes.
I know I've gone in prior years, and it's a lot of fun, aside from just rewarding the kids for their hard work and leadership. But it is a lot of fun to go to these auctions. So
Very much
I would
so.
encourage everyone to go. Now Tuesday night we do have the Hall of Fame, the Little Brown Jug
course.
ceremony. So we'll be late, but we'll
Yes.
still be there.
Yes, we'll
Right,
save some
but we'll be
cupcakes or
there.
something.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll
I'd
read
just
the
like-
proclamation quickly.
I'd just like to add, this is a great way to support the youth in Delaware County. So if you have an opportunity, come out, show your support, vote with your dollars, and help the kids in our county. You three are all nodding to that. You agree with that. So these are the kind of kids that we really want to
Yes.
support in our county, doing great work, and I commend all three of you. When I was young, my brother showed calves. He'd get up every morning and walk those calves, and every evening. I never appreciated what he was doing at the time, but he loved doing it, and it's just a wonderful way to be supportive. And so please, if you're not doing anything else Tuesday or Wednesday, come out, help out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it.
We don't have any administrator reports today, so that brings us to commissioner reports.
Commissioner Merrill.
I just like to encourage all three of you to consider the University of Oklahoma in your college. They kind of set me up with that, so I was going to go ahead and finish that. I attended the board meeting for CCO on Friday. It was a fairly lengthy meeting, but I thought it was productive, and we had a dinner the evening before, and that was excellent. We had a couple of great speakers from the state, and that was very, very educational and very beneficial. And other than that, all I want to say is we're going to have great weather this week at the fair. Come out, enjoy this wonderful fair, and again, support the youth in our county. Thank you.
Commissioner Benton.
Yeah, the Little Brown Jug, just to make sure everyone knows, is this Thursday. It's the 77th annual running of the Little Brown Jug, and it's Delaware's Day in the Sun. So it's a great day. The first heats will be about 4 o'clock, finals around 6. So I would encourage everyone to come and participate in that. It's just a lot of fun. I had a couple other things on. We've already covered the Junior Fair auctions and the R.B. Hayes celebration, but I did want to just mention also that about a year ago we had our first. We first got introduced to this facility. It had just been finished. I mean, literally 2 or 3 weeks before, thanks to the work of a whole bunch of people that got this thing done right before the fair started last year. And since then, they've obviously finished a lot of things and made this just a great facility, a real just important facility for our fairgrounds. And there is more coming. The bed tax has after the COVID. After COVID hit, the bed tax revenues went down dramatically, but since then they've rebounded and they're actually above, right now, on a monthly basis, above what we were getting pre-COVID. So the revenue streams are there, the plans are in place, more replacing a lot of the barns. The big thing that's going to start right after the the fair is done is the grandstand renovation. And I think we all recognize that's probably needed. It's been needed for decades, but right now it's the number one priority right after the fair closes, and hopefully it'll be ready. The grandstand will be renovated and new restrooms, which is really a good thing for everybody. New restrooms will be in place by next fair, hopefully. So anyway, the bed tax is doing what it's meant to do, and that is turn this the fairgrounds into a premier county asset and a destination for the region, not just the county, to use for decades to come. And we're gonna convert this fairgrounds to be something we are all just extremely proud of. So that's the update on the fairgrounds. Unless Don has anything else he wants to add. Don's a lot closer to it than I. Yeah, obviously we thank everyone for coming.
And I'd like to recognize our Deputy Administrator, if she would please stand. Dawn Houston, Dawn, that is you, as you know. Yeah. You've been busy. What have you been doing?
Yeah, so my son is still showing hogs, and my daughter decided this year that she didn't want to show, so we just have the 2 this year, but he did okay. He's off to college now and decided he wanted to participate one more year, and then we realized this year he can participate again next year because he doesn't turn 19 until January 4th. So probably we'll be back again. But yeah, aside from being busy at work and everything going on there with this time of year and budgets and health insurance, taking a few days off to spend at the fair, and I'll be working today in the Buckeye Valley building, so if everyone wants to come out and support the music boosters and the athletic boosters, they have lots of good food.
They do, yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
favorite place
great.
to eat.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks, Don.
And I see our Veteran Service Director standing in the back, and there is an event coming up, isn't there, at the fair? If you could tell us a little bit about it, Brian.
Morning, Commissioners. Brian Gallagher, Director of the County Veteran Service Office. Yes, Friday evening will be the Forever Grateful Dinner. So veterans, please contact our office. We'll get you set up with tickets to come out to the event. There's a speaker. It's a good time to meet other veterans from a multitude of campaigns and eras. Also in this building, in Veterans Day, we have a breakfast right next door that's another outstanding event. Source Point is the point of contact for that event. And then also on Veterans Day, the Sunday before, will be the Veterans Day Parade. We're trying to make it a bigger and better event. So, please come out for that. And then also on Veterans Day, after the breakfast, we will have a ceremony out in front of the building that we reside in, the historic courthouse, for a special tribute for Veterans Day.
Oh, that's great. A lot going on.
Yes, and we're across the way over at the Coliseum. There's a lot of military stuff over there. So,
good.
Please come see us. And if there's veterans that you know of that are, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in legislation as far as the burn pit legislation that recently passed. There's a lot of bad information out on TV with lawyers talking about, sorry, Eric, not the bus. But, as far as with the Camp Lejeune, of what's going on, because that there's a special case where you have to sue the government, but if you do that, then there's a chance you could lose out on other benefits for a while. So there's a lot of misinformation. So if you know veterans that are thinking about those things, please have them swing by our booth. Come see us over there. We're going to be there, from right around this time to into the late evening, or have them swing by our office.
Great. No, very, very helpful.
All right, thank you.
And I'd like to thank our hardworking staff too. They always set everything up and had all of this organized well before we got here. And thank you very much. All right, we don't have any other business, correct, Jennifer? Okay, then we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Boom, boom. Thank you.